Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Vanillaraccoon and welcome to a new series from your new home for entertainment. This is going to be my take on a hardcore survival let's play series, and I'm going to be starting this within Minecraft 1.13 pre-release 8, and that is because upon the recording of this video at least, it has been officially announced that the update Aquatic will be released on July 18th, 2018, and I figured what better time than now to just go ahead and start up a new series and also get back into recording videos for you to like and share with your peeps. So I want to go ahead and create this world on camera with you, so that way in the event that you watch the series and you would like to play along, then you can go ahead and use the same seed that I am going to do. And also, I don't think we're going to have that many settings to customize due to Minecraft 1.13 actually taking away some of those built-in features. So let's go ahead and switch our game mode from survival to hardcore. Now, more world options. I'm just going to be playing with the default world, so if you would like to tweak it ever so slightly, then feel free to do so. I want to make sure that the structures are turned on because in this update there are some interesting things that have been added to the game, and frankly I don't know exactly what they are or what they have within them, and also what kind of loot we can get. So if you're anything like me, then you're going to be starting fresh and pretty much flying in the dark like a blind pilot. So let's go ahead and input the seed. This is what I'm going to be using. If you would like to pause the video right now so that you can write this down and use it, then feel free to do so. And now let's go ahead and click done. I'm a little saddened by the fact that we can't turn on a bonus chest. That's interesting. Anyways, let's go ahead and make sure that the world is properly spelled. Let's make sure that the game mode is set to hardcore as it is. And so what I'm going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to load up the world, and once it is ready, then I'll bring it back. So let's go ahead and have an ad play real quick, and I'll see you guys when we're ready to begin this new adventure. Alright, so the world has finished loading, and this is already not looking to be like a pretty sight to see. If I am, oh wait, no, for some reason I thought I was starting off underwater, which is why I was saying this is not going to be a pretty sight to see. So this is actually my, ooh, we have view bobbing turned on. That's going to give me motion sickness. Not really. So let's just quickly go ahead into video settings. Here we go. And then view bobbing, turn that off. Alrighty. So this is going to be my first take at playing hardcore survival, and admittedly I'm a little nervous because I'm not entirely sure how long I'm going to survive, but I want to just quickly go over my plans for the start of this new series. And oh, we have a village right here. Let's just quickly explore it and also let the world continue to load up a little bit more. That's why we have a little framey issues going on right here, and it looks like everything for my resource pack is working properly. So let me just make sure I do have my resource pack turned on. Yep, Vans John 3.4. And I just want to give a quick little shout out to a good peep of the channel, System CFM, who has been working tremendously around the clock with me and trying to get my resource pack up and running and compatible with 1.13. He is not only a great resource pack, texture pack maker, pack painter, whatever you want to properly be called, but he's also a member of the Vanilla art team. So let's go ahead and just begin to wander around this village a little bit more. As I was gonna say, a little nervous about the start of this is because I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to gather enough food to begin to survive and replenish my hunger with, but seeing as how we have a village and we already have a few polyculture farms right here, I don't think I'm going to have that much to worry about. So what I want to do towards the beginning of this series at least is, one, be able to come up with a substantial amount of food, and I guess that's already done and over with right here. But also, since I went ahead and found a village right off the bat, I also would like to go ahead and just try and transform this ever so lightly. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, allow me to just say that I am the type of builder where, although I like to create my own kingdoms and villages, towns, etc., I really like to just transform naturally generated structures, or as I like to shortenly say, nat-gen structures. So let's go ahead and finish acquiring all the wheat that we can and then replant, because we want to make sure that we have our food continuing to grow. That is a little worrisome because in the event that something touches those gravity blocks, then that little villager is going to appear on the back of a milk carton, and he is a cleric. So seeing as how I think we're going to have quite a lot of zombies spawning within the area, I want to make sure that I keep him safe from harm, and so I'm going to do that off camera. Now, what I also would like to do towards the beginning of this series is I would like to also just walk around and go splish splash into nearby oceans, because if I understand things correctly, we now have different types of oceans. We have like warm oceans, cold oceans, lukewarm oceans, something along those lines. If anyone knows anything about that stuff, feel free to drop some info down in the comment section, and I'll happily read it and respond to you with what I learn off camera as well, because at the end of the day, sharing is caring. And also, if you're anything like me and you're watching this video, you may not know as much as someone else who's watching this video. So at this point in time, I am gonna go ahead and just begin to chop down some trees. Well, I guess I should say I'm gonna begin to punch down some trees, and then along the way make some gear, and then begin to get my build on. So I'll see you guys after this ad. Well, this is what I've done when it comes to getting my build on, and I thought it would be a good idea to take my new build out for a casual row. I think that's what you would say when we're talking about a boat in water, and alas, I went ahead and accidentally crashed it into this island. No, I'm just kidding, peeps. So this is actually something new in Minecraft 1.13, and I do know some stuff about it. Like, this is a particular crashed or sunken pirate ship, and right here, as you can tell, we do have some loot, and I'm not really sure if we can call it loot, seeing as how there's 8 poisonous potato and only 4 potatoes. But ooh, check this out, leather tunic with thorns. Ooh, so we already got some enchanted armor. I'm not sure if you would consider a leather tunic to be armor, but let's just go ahead and put that on. How do I tame a turtle? Peeps, let me know down below in the comment section. I need to know how to tame a turtle ASAP, so that way then I can go ahead and have a little friend to go swimming with the fishes. Alright, so what I want to do real quick actually is make my way back home, and whilst we do so, there's fish. There are actual fish in Minecraft now. What else is there now in Minecraft with this update? Jeez Louise. Okay, so whilst we make our way back home, I want to just have a little bit of a discussion, and that is in regards to, well, where I've been online, at least for the past month and a half, 2 months almost. So for those of you who don't know, back in May, I started a new gig, which is driving for Lyft. Although I can work whenever I want, I quickly learned that certain times of the day would offer more requests for rides than usual. So instead of clocking in at random times throughout the day, I started to experiment and see which of these peak times would work the best for me. It didn't take long for me to figure out that working at night would be best, but I did have to make minor adjustments in my everyday life to be able to do this, and it took a little bit longer than I thought it would to adjust, and I think we're a little bit lost. Actually, no, we're just taking a minor detour. Okay, let's go ahead and just retrieve our boat. There we go. All right, so during this time I did want to continue creating content, but I did not want to rush anything and put out something that would be good enough, because in my opinion, good enough never is and never will be good enough. So I decided to just take a break until Minecraft 1.13 Update Aquatic was officially released. The reason why I chose to wait until then is because this would give me more than enough time to settle into my new work/everyday life schedule, seeing as how snapshots and pre-releases were still coming out. I have been fairly active on Twitter with keeping you updated with how things are going, along with what I've been up to. So if you haven't already done so, then follow me on Twitter at Vanillaraccoon for all the latest announcements, news, and updates, or you can just join my Discord server, which has a growing, thriving community. Also, fun fact, you have more of a chance to interact with me in my Discord server than anywhere else. That's because I have my push notifications set, so that way then I can well, pretty much see whenever a message is sent there, whereas on Twitter my notifications are only set to go off when someone I follow either tweets at me or messages me. And also, just for a little disclosure, in order to direct message me on Twitter, I have to be following you, or actually we both have to be following each other. And here we go, we made our way home, long at last. So this is what I have pretty much for my starter house. Now please forgive me with the aesthetic detailing being absent. I forgot to do that before I hit the record button when I was not too far from home, but a little ways out. And so by the next clip at least, and most likely towards the end of this episode at least, we'll have our aesthetic details in place. But it's gonna have an ancient Roman rustic home theme to it. I was gonna say setting, but that's not the right word. And then right out here is where we can go ahead and have our storage, so that way then we can have enough walking space, seeing as how if we just take a quick glimpse inside, you will see that it's pretty compact and borderline claustrophobic. So I think at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready for the nighttime, because I would like to actually try and gather some more rotten flesh so I can trade with that cleric and see if I get anything good from it, and also continue to get my build on. So I'll see you guys after this ad. Now, this is not my first time taking a break from creating content for your new home for entertainment, and as I have said before, getting back into the swing of things when it comes to making videos is a lot like riding a bicycle, at least in my opinion. And that is because even though when you first start recording a few clips or even a few videos, it can be a little awkward, soon enough you can go ahead and get back into doing it like it's second nature. And by now at least I feel like I haven't even taken a break and I'm back and better than ever before. So let's go ahead and just take a quick little glance as to what I've been doing off camera. First things first is that we have the aesthetic detailing within the ceiling. It's simple, but it's sleek. It's not overdone. It doesn't look like someone went ahead and just took a lot of different blocks and placed it down just because they could, because at least when it comes to detailing a build or a project of whatever size, I at least like to make sure that it looks visually appealing both up close and from afar. So if we were to just quickly run down this pathway and then we just casually make our way up the hill, you'll see that it looks pretty much the same as it does from afar up close, and it doesn't look horrendous is what I'm basically trying to say. So if we make our way around through here, you'll see that the foundation was once composed of only cobblestone. However, because variety is the spice of life, I went ahead and just threw down some stone blocks. Now for detailing purposes, I went ahead and just took some cobblestone stairs and sprinkled them ever so lightly around the foundation and the wall that we have around here. Now you'll see that we have some spruce leaves, and this is just to act as bushes. However, right here, this was going to pose as a threat to us, seeing as how zombies would be able to jump up onto this single spruce leaf and then make their way over the walls. So hopefully to counter that, we have this oak trapdoor right here, which will prevent any mobs, unless it's a spider. Those things can crawl up anything really, but hopefully this will prevent any, well, most mobs from actually making their way over into our little storage area. Now if we continue to make our way up to the front here, you'll see that we do have a lilac. Is that what you are called? Yes, we have a lilac, and that, oops, I kind of just broke the water. The things you say in Minecraft, am I right? So I had to travel over that direction, which is the west, and I managed to actually come across some sorry about that. I managed to come across some oak trees along with some birch trees, so that's why I was able to gather the saplings and bring them back here to give them a new home. But I also found this double tall flower. So for those of you who don't know, if you have bone and you crush it down into bone meal and you apply it to a double tall flower, you'll get an infinite amount of that. And I know this is starting to bother me that this is flowing water, but I'll fix that at the end of this episode. And then also right here we have a pumpkin beginning to grow. But for the most part, ladies and gentlemen, I do think that is going to have to do it for this episode, because I don't want to get myself too head over heels, and I don't want to put too much on my plate, seeing as how I am still technically making my return to YouTube. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to drop a like if you did. It lets me know that you're looking forward to this series and seeing more content like it. But for those of you who are new to the channel, then consider subscribing to your new home for entertainment, but make sure you have those notifications turned on. That way when they work, you will be notified when a new video is made public. And if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Vanillaraccoon, or join my Discord, so that way you can interact with yours truly and just continue to help me grow this thriving community. So with that all being said, I would like to wish you a happy day and peace.